Jamie. Oh. No, because I was like, wait.
I was like, is this working out?
You hear us?
Hello.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. How y'all doing?
Pretty good.
That's good. That's good.
Wait, so Jamie, you can hear us fine though, right? I was just okay. I was kind of confused when you guys were
My
talking
shit
because I
was
wasn't
off.
sure if
That's
it was about us.
crazy. My mic
Wait,
was
what?
my mic was off. Like the people couldn't hear me until now. Good.
Oh.
They did not hear about how I'm doing.
Oh my God. But yeah, it is. I almost said it's Wednesday. It's Friday.
It is Friday. It is Friday.
Thank God
Dude,
it's
time has
Friday.
been weird. Like, you know what's making it weird too? The fact that like Loki is on like, well, Tuesday midnight, Wednesdays for me, but like it makes it weird because we're so used to doing the watch parties on like Thursday midnight and then doing the podcast. Like, but like now it feels like there's such a big time gap, and every single time I'm just like, damn, I'm
Tuesday.
not thriving.
Tuesday feels
Girl, that whole
so
thing
early
turned me
in the
off.
week.
I know. And then now did you see how they're saying that Disney was planning to make their premieres on Wednesdays now? I was like, oh my God, why?
Dude, I hope they don't.
I was like, why? Please don't make at least all of them. I'm hoping it's like the first episode. No, I don't even know. I don't want any of them to be on. I thought this was only going to be a thing because of the fact that Black Widow is going to come out. But now that I think about it, if every other Marvel movie also would come out at the same time shows are happening, now I can see why they might come out on Wednesdays instead. But a Wednesday throws me
Dude,
off.
I would not. It would suck, honestly. If I'm being honest, like I wouldn't thrive.
The way I even remember, like until that morning, like when it was like, oh yeah, Loki tonight.
Yeah, no, I
I didn't
forgot.
even remember.
I forgot, and I'm gonna keep forgetting.
But
Oh, same.
we will still be.
I booked the gym, so I mean.
Girl, I think I'm gonna make. I have to make a reminder thing. I'm gonna set a reminder on my phone at this point because I wanted to do a thing. I wish there was a thing where we could set a reminder for like a group chat so that we could just have it set through the entire group chat so we all know.
True.
I don't think Apple.
Look, we might with
Is that a
Apple's
thing?
update, like when they're starting to do group watches and stuff. Also, I think I saw a fun app that I've been wanting to like do with y'all. Same as, well, it's different than the app we had, but like it's fun. I think it will also work kind of in terms of those kind of reminders, but I'm not sure. I'll have to look into that.
I just don't think I will set that reminder though after because that means already then the episode's gonna be. Wait, how many days? It's today's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Oh no, we have 4 more days. But today's episode early Wednesday's episode. Jesus was.
Spoiler warning.
Was a lot.
Spoiler warning, and also a reminder to the chatters, we don't really like acknowledge chat during it. Sorry.
Wow, you won't acknowledge me?
Sorry.
You said something?
Sorry.
Wait, I can never read it. What did she say? Someone read what she said. Wait, Jamie, what did she write?
I said Baby Jackie kind of cute, not gonna lie.
Thank you.
Look, it's just so that
Thank
people
you to
know.
the commenter.
Can I fucking talk?
I
Acknowledge
can never read it.
the comments, after the stream, but during we try not to.
We do appreciate them. Like
we read them, but
it's nice
it's
seeing
just
like
then we get off
like,
track.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
We have
like even though it's a live stream, we're not like streamers. Well, we are streamers, but I mean, especially Jackie from Fortnite.
I'm the one that's the least streamer out of both of you guys. What? I don't even have a stream thing. Bye.
I stream once every like 2 months, so.
I'm like, so if anything, yeah, Daisy's like, talks to me. Then we got Jamie. Then me, it's not even non-existent streamer.
You've been
It's just a
featured in
person.
streams.
It's the person that just joins. That just joins and
one.
Yeah.
I would love to see Jackie.
I feel like Jackie could really, like, she could really be like a good streamer.
Jackie would blow the fuck up.
Dude,
no,
Jackie provides great
One of
content.
those, like famous people. Like, we would all be like too little for her at some point.
I wouldn't have
like,
anything interesting to stream.
Fortnite.
Okay, that I can't even build on that game, bro. Like that's already embarrassing. And I've been playing it for how many years? I've been playing it for some.
I don't even think people build anymore though.
Yeah,
and
well,
also,
people at least can build.
aren't there other games?
So slow. That's the only game.
There's a bunch of games.
There's nothing else I put. No, there's
Look,
nothing else I
we
really
just have to
played.
get
Jackie
both
needs-
of you a PC.
Yeah. Jackie needs a
I know.
PC.
Like
Definitely.
that's all that's gotta happen.
I know. But I'm like, there's nothing else I play, to be honest. So, yeah, I don't even know. It'll just be that, a baking stream.
Dude.
Do
That'd be fun.
it.
That'd be
Yes,
so
just become a
awkward.
baking
It'd be
streamer.
fun. It'd be fun to
It'd be
watch.
so
I
awkward
would
for
love
me.
to watch that.
Dude,
I will put an alarm
it'd
for
be like
3
a
a.m.
very
if you
chill
decide to
stream.
stream. It would.
It would just be vibing in there.
I feel like I wouldn't talk. I don't know. It's hard. Well, I could, but I feel like it's hard for me to talk and bake at the same time.
It's
I
fun.
don't like to sometimes, but I don't know.
She's
but-
gonna be like, right now I am pouring this in this. 2 eggs.
Like, I'm gonna get thrown off, but yeah. Okay, from there, let's go into episode 2
Dude,
of.
I almost thought it was episode 3. Like
I know,
when I was writing the
epi-
title, I was like, it's episode 2, right?
I just forgot. I forgot.
Okay, who's gonna do the spoiler warning?
Jackie. I think I did it last
no,
week.
It's
What do you? I don't even usually. What do you guys? Did you just say spoiler? The way I don't pay attention. When you guys say- Okay, but spoiler warning. We're gonna be talking in depth on the second episode of Loki. I think it was titled Variant or The Variant or something. So yeah. So if you haven't watched the episode, you might want to skip this and you can come back and watch it later. Or if you just don't want to watch and you want to know what happened, then stick
But if you
around.
don't
But
mind
yeah, let's
spoilers.
get on to it. I think it's so. Izzy said you said it started with LARPing. I don't know what LARPing is. Besides, well, I know
I took
that's what
notes.
it's called now, but that scene. But I
It
didn't know what
started
that
with like
was.
the Renaissance music. We were all like the Renaissance because I think we all
Wisconsin.
missed like the time period it was in.
Yeah,
Wisconsin.
I just only remember. I remember seeing like
1985.
85. Yeah, it was only 85. I remember.
I
seeing, but
took
thought
good
it was
notes today, y'all.
1885.
I know everything
No,
on this
same.
episode.
I have
No
like
notes.
I have 5 pages both sides. I also have a lot of theories that I wrote down. So
Oh, I didn't write
I'm
theories.
I don't know. But yeah, it started with the fucking LARPing, which like made us laugh because we were all like, "Are they LARPing?" Like, and then she was like, "Some of us need this." There's like a whole
We
theory.
needed
I don't
this
believe this
or
theory.
something.
Yeah.
No, I think that was
Um,
what threw me off because then I was like, are they not in the Renaissance? Like, I was thinking they were in the Renaissance period at that time or something. That's why I got confused because I didn't see the year. I think I had only seen 85, and then that's why I was like, okay, what year is this? And I realized I was like, okay, so this isn't actually. Wait, okay, so the definition of LARPing is that like already just that whole scene, like what that was, or like when it's like,
I'll look it
like,
up.
you know, acting of
It's
doing
like
that.
when
I'll look it
they're like, yeah, it's like it's mostly done. I think in like Renaissance things when they're like,
Live
all,
action
like-
role playing.
So yeah, that's what I meant to
Holy
say. Was it like
shit,
role
this is
playing of the Renaissance kind of?
yeah, that's
okay.
that's pretty much
Oh,
What's funny, I don't know if you guys saw this. I saw a TikTok. I don't fully believe this, but the girl who was like, "Some of us need this," and who was like, "Y'all aren't dressed right."
mm.
People are saying that they think it might be Agatha from like 40
Bruh.
years ago,
Oh
and
my
I was like,
God.
y'all are really like,
Agatha.
dude, like people are making like. It's the same like bullshit with like Mephisto and like you
They're
know
just
how,
gonna
like,
try to
every-
make
and
any
then
little
everything-
connection.
Literally, but like now that's become like the running joke. It's like, oh, that was Mephisto. Oh, that was this.
Agatha.
Oh, and I'm like, bro.
Agatha.
I know. It was a far stretch. I'm like, yeah, she
Was that a
kind of
TikTok
looks like
theory?
her,
It sounds
but
like a TikTok theory.
She like resembled
It
her, I
was-
guess, but
she did. But like, I was just like, bro,
this is
like y'all.
Okay, well,
Oh yeah. All right, and then I don't know. I wrote down no Nexus energy. I don't know why, but then they entered a tent, and
wait, hold on.
like the
hold on.
oh.
We never established who. So it's
oh,
the
TVA.
yeah.
the
Oh,
TVA.
thank you. Cause I was like,
Yeah.
we just started
Yeah.
talking about it, and I'm like, the people listening probably don't even know who we're talking about and who they is. But yes,
No, and
yes.
it's so
The
the way
TVA
they just came in,
arrived
but
in
no one noticed.
Wisconsin 1985.
Oh, that's
They
right.
were
It was
LARPing
Wisconsin
at a
too.
Renaissance thingy, okay? Okay.
The TVA wasn't LARPing, but
Well, yes, but it was at a LARPing
imagine the
thing.
TVA just joins in.
It was a
Yeah,
LARPing thing.
they came
Um,
to, they're looking for a
yeah,
variant, right? But yeah, okay, they're looking for the
No,
variant.
they're looking
yeah.
for, yeah,
They
the
didn't
Nexus
see any like
energy.
Nexus energy or
Hmm.
something, and then they enter the tent, and then like this announcement starts playing, and I think it ended with like something
Isn't it like great to
hero
play?
wise, like it was. Yeah, like then the song like "Holding Out for a Hero" started playing. Like I've
Oh, they
been
started
waiting
saying
for
about,
that song to play in the
um,
MCU for so long.
uh, something
Um,
about the prize, and like the princess is the prize or something. I don't know. That was an
yeah.
announcement, but
Sounds
When
anyway.
I
like
rewatched it and I listened to the song and I listened to like the announcement before, I was kind of like this comes later in the episode, but like the person that they're after, it was kind of giving me like, oh, maybe she's like an anti-hero, like she
Mhm.
might not be like the main villain for the show,
Mhm.
and they're like trying to like set that up in like a subtle way.
This is
sorry.
Sorry,
giving
okay.
very Shrek vibes.
Dude, for real.
What was that? Oh, whatever. They were beating the variant, whatever,
Mhm.
got everyone's ass, and then
Yeah, she took like
that one
mind
chick.
control.
Oh yeah, yeah,
It
the
opens the
leader, the
portal.
one that was the
And
leader. Like I can't remember. I think they're like C20 or something, like Hunter C20 or something.
Yeah,
And
it
then
is
now
C20.
that Hunter was just fighting everyone instead.
She was
And
kicking
then
ass.
yeah,
she was.
and then she took her. Well, the variant took her
C20
hostage.
hostage. Mhm.
Then, right? Okay, and then what happened after that? Was it just the title card thing?
Yeah, the
The
title
title
comes.
card.
Then we get Miss
Miss Minutes
Minutes.
and
Oh,
Loki. They're
Loki.
besties.
Loki and his desk job. I think
He's working a desk
I
job. That's
was
I
talking
crazy.
about the desk
know.
job or whatever. I don't. Do you recall what she was talking about? I don't know. It was just like him learning about it, right?
Yeah,
It was
because he's basically
Yeah, she was
like
doing like
training, like
the
training.
training courses.
Okay, like training. And then I don't remember what she said. What did she say? She said something that made Loki want to hit her, but I don't even remember what it was. I don't remember what it
I'm not
was,
sure.
but he was trying to hit her with the paper. She went into the. I love her little country accent.
The
It's
little
not what I was
EE
expecting her to
accent.
have, but it's cute. Oh, and one of the things about how I was talking about how the TVA is like, but they choose to have all their tech look like the 60s or like early whatever old ass tech everything like.
Dude, that's throwing me off.
Like
too.
why
I'm
not?
like,
Why would you
why
choose?
would
Why you
y'all
want to
want
choose
this?
that? Like,
Y'all are
out of
so
all the things you
advanced,
can
and
choose,
they kept all that.
like, and it's funny because the tech is advanced, but then they want to make it look like old. I'm like, why? Like, it's just, it's just. I
They
know
like
because I
the
remember
aesthetic.
thinking. I know. Apparently, I'm like, damn. Like, oh my god. And also the thing about them having, well, later on, with like the amount of paper, bro. I'm like, y'all still want to read paper files even
I
now? Like,
know.
I swear, I'm like, they need to get rid of paper files. I'm like, you're already futuristic yourself. Like,
It's
you
so
really gotta
funny
sit through
because
paper
You
the
know what
files.
I'm
city
thinking?
outside is already very futuristic, but everything in there is like old timey.
It just looks so old. Like
Oh,
the color scheme and everything. The color scheme looks so like drabby to me too. Like it's just could have been popping more. Like they wanted
I
like
have
a
like a
dull
theory.
yellowish color. I would go.
I have a whole theory about like why stuff might be like old timed and shit, but like it's kind of like more later in the episode, so I'll hold off for now. But it's I think it might be an interesting theory, but it's not until like later, so I'll hold off.
I don't remember what happened after this call from Miss Lynn. Y'all gonna have to remind me because I watched this yesterday, but I didn't take notes, and I'm pretty.
And then
Oh,
Loki
okay.
gets the jacket.
Wait, hold on. Before, back to the Miss Minutes thing. So, Miss Minutes was like already obviously teaching him about like the branches and everything, and how whenever like the branches get too high, there's like that like red line, and after like it passes that red line,
yeah.
basically it can't be reset. It's important. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
even think about that.
That is important, especially for like the end of the episode.
Yeah, I wrote it. I wrote it down,
Oh.
and I was like, she was telling him all about these damn branches and basically that's like the limit where like there's no return. Like after that, it's just fucked.
It's just the multiverse of madness at that point.
We'll get there.
Ooh, okay. And then, okay, wait, Daisy, what'd you say was next? Sorry.
Oh, so he gets like the jacket, and then they like group up to go to like 1985, and then they show like all the Loki variants. And what's actually funny is there's one where he's holding like a trophy, and this is like a whole thing because there was once like a trophy that was won in a certain sport, and it got like stolen, and people were saying that the person that won like stole it, and he looked exactly like that.
Oh, was it the
And
same,
I was
like, the trophy and everything?
yeah, like it was like the same like outfit and like just very like familiar. And I was like, damn, they're really like making all these connections. Same with like DB Cooper and shit. It's like, damn, Loki really did all of that.
They're
Oh my
just
God,
like
no,
referencing.
Another variant of Loki did, but
And the first, I think it was the first variant they showed, the one where he was a frost giant or whatever, because his skin was blue and everything too. In that one, I think it was the first when it was going through the variants or whatever. That I forgot what the planet is. Jotunheim or can't say
Jotunheim?
whatever.
Jotunheim.
Oh my God, I'm saying John. Jotunheim. The first one I know, I didn't realize until I watched the episode again yesterday, and I was like, oh, his skin was blue in that one. So I think that one was just like if he was, born there and whatever. I guess, to be honest, because I totally forgot his skin technically could be blue now, but he doesn't.
Yeah, because there's people saying now, like, if there's no magic in the TVA, then why does he look like Loki and not like a frost giant?
Wait a minute.
But I feel like
that's true.
yeah, but I feel like Odin put that like on him, and I feel like at this point, like, I don't think that's magic anymore. I think there's like a difference also between like illusions and magic, maybe. I don't know. I do hope they like clarify that.
They probably
'cause
didn't
it
even
makes,
think
like,
about
no
that,
sense.
to be honest. I don't think forgot. Because now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, wait, that's true. Oh, they actually. Oh my God, now you said. That's probably gonna be something. I bet it's probably gonna be something that they forgot about. I can imagine.
Yeah, they probably will mention it. They're probably just gonna be like, oh, whatever.
Yeah,
It's
but
fine.
then, no. Oh my
We don't
God,
care.
Hunter B15. She always be going in on Loki. I'm sorry, the whole time when she
She's
was there,
always attacking
He
she
him.
always goes
is.
in on Loki. No, I think it was when he was saying, was it when he said he was like he was a superior Loki or something, and then she told him to turn around just for his jacket to say variant on it or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love her. And then okay, so then from there they go into 1985, right?
You know what broke my mind? He was like explaining like all the casting things, and I rewatched it today, and I was still like, nah.
Wait, what casting? Oh, when he was saying how the difference between
the casting forms or something.
And I was like, wait. Are we talking about the illusion thing or no?
Yeah, like the illusion casting and like projection casting.
Yeah, that whole thing.
Like those kind of stuff.
I feel like I just blanked out listening to that yesterday again.
I need to like rewatch that like 100 times.
Because Mobius called him Professor Loki after that too.
Professor Loki.
He did. He even promised him like an audience with the timekeepers. But like it's funny because later in the episode, like Mobius mentioned that he's never even met the timekeepers, which is, I don't know, like crazy.
Wait, he said he didn't, right?
Yeah, when he's like talking to
wait. I think did that not happen before? Because I thought it was he went to go get a second chance with her, or no?
No, that's later.
Oh, okay, so it was later. Okay. I was like, wait a minute.
Because then they like, go to 1985, and he's just stalling.
Okay, yeah. That whole thing, you made it think like he knew what he was doing.
You know what's funny? Everything he was saying there technically became true later in the episode.
Yeah, how she was just waiting for them.
Like it's crazy that like it was like, damn, he really just predicted all of that.
And it's funny because he's right too. Like a lot of stuff he says, like is right about his variant because of the way he said. It was like, oh, I'm always like 10 steps ahead or something, like to himself. And then obviously, by the end of the episode, you can see that his variant was 10 steps ahead, knowing him. But there wasn't that much that ended up happening there, though, right? It was just that they were stalling.
Yeah,
he just stalled because to say that he wanted
He didn't want to be disintegrated when the job was done.
And then also
Damn.
still he was like, oh, I need to talk to the time. He still brought the timekeepers, and that's when Mobius was like stalling, whatever. That was such a good performance. I know everyone was mad that moment. The fact that it was getting close to the red line too, and everything about with him stalling.
I know
and all
it got
that.
to 1 unit away from passing it. It's like,
It was
damn.
like this close. Wait, doesn't the title come after that one, or is it early?
I don't know. I don't know why I felt like it came after the beginning, but I'm not even sure to be honest. I can't remember when it did come.
I'm confused.
Maybe it did. I don't know. If I wrote
I
notes,
need to like
wouldn't
write
remember.
that down on my notes so I
Whenever
have
the
like
title
a
card
full,
is.
like clear. Yeah.
Wait. Yeah, because then it just went back, right? Was there anything?
Yeah. Then you get like Ravana talking with Mobius. You know what's interesting? Because he like points the snow globe out, and he's like, I didn't get you that snow globe. And then she's like, you're not the only analyst. And it's funny because in the comics, she's actually like dating somebody who's also like, I don't know, like they're like a real villain. So there's like a whole theory about like how the person that she's like dating, who's like the other analyst,
because then he says
might be the real villain for the show.
He says that with the. I think he said something again also with the
pen.
When she had that pen, and he said something about how she's closer with that or that analyst or something.
I know what Daisy's talking about, and I know who she's talking about, but I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't like. I remembered the name so vividly last night, and then I rewatched it today, and I was like, God damn it! And I was like, I'm gonna have to look that up because I wanted to mention it, but I deadass cannot think of the name. But the pen said Franklin R. Roosevelt High School, and I don't know if that like means something.
Wait, did you pause to read it? Because I did.
Yeah,
I paused to read the pen.
I noticed it when it said it. I thought when I saw it, it said Eleanor Roosevelt. I was like, oh my god, that's my high school, but it was not. I was like, okay, never mind. It was her husband's high school.
You'd imagine.
Whatever. So like my high school is named Eleanor Roosevelt, but there's so many Franklin Roosevelts too at the same time. So well, high schools. So I don't know if there's something specific with that. If there's something in the comics that deal with that specifically, but
yeah. And to be fair, like all the things they do are on Earth. So like this other analyst could have just picked it up, same as like the snow globe. Like it could have meaning because like why else would you like specifically show the school name?
Yeah. So
yeah.
About the school
what
name,
happened at the school? What was special at the school that they have that pen?
I was just gonna keep a lookout for it, like in the rest of the episode, see what it means, what it leads to.
Yeah.
Okay, someone's not telling me what's next.
Oh wait, when they were in that office still in Ravona's office, the damn timekeepers, they just be there and like the camera keeps like panning to them for like a little bit and then it moves. And it's happened multiple times throughout the episode, and I'm just like, interesting.
I think the one where Oh, good.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, so you know what I was kind of thinking. Also, I wrote down timekeepers really just be dictators. You know, I was kind of thinking that maybe she's making all of it up like about like because like nobody really has met them. Nobody really knows like you know all the information about the TVA is like classified like when Loki like comes for it. What if like they're not actually like there anymore? Because like if there's like branches and shit, like what happened like later in the episode, like wouldn't they just be able to fix it? We'll talk about this later, but I don't know, like yeah.
No, because that's why I'm like I don't know. I feel like okay, besides the fact that you know, okay, if we're not talking about in the show, we're just talking outside the show. So because of a lot of a lot of like the inconsistencies of certain things, you know, the time travel, like the thing about you know Gamora's, like you know how Gamora's like 2014 Thanos and Gamora and all that coming to 2023, like did the TVA go back, take her and everything, all that type of thing was sort of like when does it like not apply type of thing, because you would think no matter what they time traveled there, that Thanos time traveled like unprovoked. You would think that's not something that was supposed to happen. I don't know, like the whole thing, the whole time traveling thing really to me is just a lot.
It's very confusing.
Like, really shouldn't do time travel.
Like, they really need to plan out this time travel of what was gonna like Because it's fake. We
It's
know it's
just
fake, but
Mhm.
you can still make it make sense in some way. Because then
Mhm.
now when you
yeah.
have like inconsistencies with certain things, and it's like, so then why did that not apply?
Mhm.
Like, I don't know.
Time is such a hard thing to like include in your movies because like
It's very easy to mess it up.
95% of the time
Mhm.
you'll mess it up,
Mhm.
and like that's kind of like what's happening now with like Loki. Like I hope like at the end like all of it will make sense,
Mhm.
Mhm.
but like kind of like what's happening now is that like most of like the time travel in Endgame doesn't make sense. Like
And I'm
it
like,
dead as
and see,
doesn't.
at least, okay, since they said that, okay, the Avengers time traveling, like, made sense or whatever,
Mhm.
and that's the only one we know that did, but it wouldn't make sense for a 2014 Gamora to exist now in 2023 or whatever. The shield that Cap brought for Sam shouldn't exist. Like, there's just so,
There's all these things
there's just
that
so
There's
you
so
would
many things
you
that
would
don't
think
make
the
sense.
TVA would have gone to like fix it, I guess,
yeah.
but it's like
Now,
I don't
unless
even know.
maybe we don't know, but I'm like, if Gamora is gonna be in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, then it's like, so did it count? Because unless like she got snatched from the TVA after, then I guess.
Well, she's
But
been spotted on set and
yeah, that's why
everything already.
I'm
So
like, so
there you go.
unless she's getting snatched or something, but later on, but we don't know. But I don't even know. This whole thing with the time has something, and then the fact that knowing that the villain for Ant-Man the Wasp, like I was saying, is gonna be King the Conqueror, and literally his thing is time. Like if he's gonna play a part in any of this too, with the whole thing, with the timekeepers and all that, because there's no way that man is supposed to like travel through time and shit and
Mhm.
everything. So I'm like, there's no way that him is not gonna tie in also into Loki at the same
I
time.
feel like
So okay, go.
I
Sorry.
feel like the whole like time thing as it goes, it's just gonna get even more messed up, and I'm just gonna get more
I know they
confused.
really just need to leave it alone at this point. Like at this point, it's just like, all right, like it's what happened.
Someone is
Like whatever, we can fix it.
like, I don't know. The timekeepers just don't make sense to me because I'm like, how are you trying? It doesn't make sense that they're trying to fix a timeline for the infinite future.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can't see shit like that's gonna happen like before it. Like you couldn't at least see that someone was gonna bomb the sacred timeline or something, which we'll get to later.
I
But
know they because that's the thing like that happens next. It's Mobius makes Loki do like all like
oh, the
paperwork and
The
like
paperwork.
look into
research.
it.
Mhm.
And wait, I think I'm like missing. Oh yeah, I am. All right, so I don't know why I put this aside. Uh, where'd it go? Oh, you know what's interesting? Mobius said to Loki, all I see is a scared little boy shivering in the cold, and I'm like, is that because he's a frost giant and he got picked up as a little kid shivering in the cold? Like, damn, y'all really be making that stupid
Bye.
ass
I don't
connection,
think I even.
huh?
I don't think
I
I
kind of
picked
thought
that
that
up.
too, but I was like, I'm gonna just
I didn't
ignore it.
pick that up. Oh my god. Wait, was that? When was that?
It's mentioned twice in
That
the
was like
episode.
right before he goes into the thing.
Okay,
Yeah,
because I remember
mentioned
the
twice in the
second one.
episode.
I was trying to think about the first one.
the first one is right before he like goes to read like the cases.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So basically, he was just okay. So,
So he
then
gets
yeah.
all the files, and then he like starts reading, and then he like goes out loud, and he's like, "Oh wow, like another like reset charge got stolen," and then like the fucking lady just goes, and this motherfucker really turns around and goes, "Bro,
And then
I
that's when he-
hate this dude."
Dude, this
Yeah, he
show
wasn't
has a lot of little like comedic moments. I like it. It
Mhm.
doesn't make the whole
I
thing
like it too. It's
too
really
like
good.
overly serious.
Yeah, I was like. Plus, this is I think the first time you see Loki like. Well, it makes sense because it's his show, but more of just like, I don't know what's the word. Like,
Casual?
yeah,
Nah, not really
well,
casual.
I would say maybe a little bit casual, just because he's just there. It's not like he's out trying to freaking take over or something or whatever. So
It's just weird having 2012 Loki too, who's like,
Mhm.
well, he is kind of trying to take over. Like he
well,
literally
yeah,
mentions it
that's
later in
true.
the
But
episode too.
we're just seeing more of that. I know every time we've seen him, it was always more like the serious. Oh, like I'm taking over. Like at least this one, he's more casual. Trying to hide. Well, he's putting on an act though. Like he says later on, whatever. He's putting on an act.
They gave him more of a personality, I guess.
Yeah.
The same way they did with Bucky.
That's like the thing with like
They're
Yeah,
giving
but,
them
like-
more. to the person.
Same with Vision.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're really like taking all these people that were like side characters and giving them main character roles, and it works so well because everybody loved these side characters so much. Oh, well, that's not the only reason why it works well because the shows are really good, but you know, it definitely helps.
Yeah. And there was a thing when he goes up to the book, what is it?
When he needs to like ring the bell in order for her to even notice him.
Yeah.
Dude, everything is classified, which again makes me think like there's something off about the TVA because why is everything classified?
No, I know.
And then this motherfucker can only get his own file.
His own
That was
file.
so funny. Like, oh, okay, wait, I was gonna bring something, but I think I'll actually wait until we're at the end of the episode. But
about the files?
what was it? Because that file was the one on the destruction. One of them was the destruction of Asgard.
Yeah. Did you see that they blamed the Revengers for that?
Wait,
Really? Is that what it
It's
said?
like under it. It says cause of fuck, what's the word? So like the word was kind of cut off. It just said Revengers under it, but then later in the episode, another file gets like shown, and it has the full word, but like basically like they're blaming like the Revengers for the destruction of Ragnarok, because technically they did cause Ragnarok.
I know.
Well, the destruction of Asgard.
Yeah, so I'm like, they did, but they did it for a good reason. I was like, so, okay, I know the 9,000 people that died. It couldn't have been because of Asgard exploded. Like, I was assuming that would have been how many people Hela killed, to be honest. Because I was like, I feel like they would have tried to get everyone off before. Like, I thought everyone on the ship was literally all that was left, like, on Asgard. And that was it. Because I remember then Hela, when she was saying, like, where's, like, everyone else, whatever, and they couldn't find anyone else on the planet. Like, the rest would have just been, like, who made it onto the ship. Like, those were the only people alive. So I was like, did Hela, like, and her soldiers kill that many Asgardians than before? Like, that.
Also, Asgard only exists of, like, 12,000
Yeah,
people.
I was thinking, it seemed too little for me.
Yeah, so I was, no, but I thought that was, I was like, okay, so it is, I don't know, I didn't think there was that
there
many
were maybe
people
like
that lived
500 people on that ship.
I was like, I know, unless
Max.
they're saying that's like 3,000 people that were on that ship for some reason, but I'm just like, I doubt that was that many people on the ship. But, because then where's the 3,000? If there was like 12,000 population, 9,000 something, I think 400 died, like, does that mean about about like 2,000 of them were on that ship? I don't know. Somewhere there, I guess. But, yeah, that was, I didn't even think that many people died, to be honest, on Asgard.
No, I died as thought maybe like a few hundred.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that much. I was like, damn.
That's a lot.
All right, okay, but
He'd be killing, huh?
and the way that, oh my god, when he teared up about it because he didn't even realize the fact that that man has skipped through. If he went and watched the rest of his life, like he would have seen it. But I forgot he skipped through it and everything. Then I wonder then if he read about his sister yet, or I would think he did. Maybe, I don't know. I was thinking maybe he would have, but I'm not sure, to be honest. Yeah. What was it? He realized but he realized something after he read that, right?
Yeah, he figured out
The theory that he made.
The variant they were chasing was hiding in apocalypses. Because before an apocalypse, it literally does not matter what you do.
Because all the people are gonna die.
apocalypse
The
will
ending
still
is the
happen.
same.
Yeah. So like the story doesn't really matter.
His smart brain. I was like, damn. So
Big
he figured that out, but the TVA couldn't.
Brain.
Yeah, because he was like, "Yo, I've been looking like at the files or something, but like the answer is just on the timeline." Because he goes and like he goes to Mobius and then
There's a whole little metaphor.
you know what's funny?
Salad metaphor.
You know what made me laugh at first too? He was like, "Oh, so you read like the Ragnarok file or something?" And he was like, "Yes, very sad." Anyways, he grabs the fucking salad and he's like, "This is Asgard." And then the salt and pepper, like being like the Hulk and what was it? The Hulk
He was
and
saying certain things if he did small things. Like he said, he went to go like push the Hulk. If he set the palace on fire or something, like it was like small things.
that was the salt and pepper. And then he grabs fucking Casey soda and he's like, "And this is the apocalypse," and like pours it over. And I'm just like, Dude, like, and then he just kept shaking those shakers. I'm like, bro, I
Mobius was
hate
like,
it
my
here.
salad, not in my
Not in front of my salad.
But yeah, and then okay, so
I look like I planned that salad though, so.
so then that's what, okay, yeah, he gets the thing like, oh, basically the variant is hiding in
In the
apocalypses or whatever.
apocalypses.
Then they went to go do a test experiment. Wait, yeah, they went to go test it out, right? Like it was right after that,
Well,
or did he?
he was like, let's go, and then
Mobius is like,
Mobius
I'm
was
not gonna
like,
let
I don't
you.
want to go, like, I don't want. Yeah, like I don't want you to stab me in the back, and then he
Oh,
goes, "I never stab anyone in the back." And
You did it
Mobius
50
goes like,
times.
"You've done it like 50 times," and he's like, "I
I'd
never
never
do
do
it
it again.
again."
oh my God,
I hate this dude so
he's
much.
so. Then they go to fucking Pompeii,
Pompeii,
bro.
Italy.
But you know what's funny? The fact that like at night at the museum, Owen
I know.
Wilson also
There's
was running from the
oh
fucking
my
volcano.
God. Like in this situation too, why? I wonder how come out of all of like major events they decided to choose that one. It's like, so many major things. They could have gone to like the destruction of the dinosaurs or something too.
Oh, bro,
Like
not the asteroid.
oh man, the asteroid coming through the
Wait,
back.
he's just gonna warn the
Can you imagine?
dinosaurs?
Oh, you're right.
He's just like,
You're
"Whoa,
like,
He's
I'm coming."
look in the sky,
Run.
bruh.
Bro, imagine they did that.
Oh god.
You know what's funny? When he like frees the goats and he's like, "You're free, my horned friends." I'm like, motherfucker.
I
God.
really like the whole like horn thing. I don't know. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, no, me too. And then you get Italian Loki.
I know he was going
Italian.
off
Oh,
in
yeah, I
Italian.
didn't expect him to start speaking Italian, like, bruh. When did he learn how to speak Italian? Like, where did that come from? I wonder how many.
Well, when the Thor learned to
I was
speak
no, I was
Groot.
about to say, but see, the group makes more sense because at least they're out of planet. It's like, why was he learning Italian? I don't
Of
know.
all things.
I want to know how many languages he just randomly know. Because I was like, that one was so
He's just
random.
screaming nothing has any consequence. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, and it didn't have any consequence when Mobius looked at it.
It was
so, you know,
it was so
then-
funny when
Motherfucker was so proud. He really went.
it
But
was
yeah, okay, so they go back, right? Okay, so they go back and they're planning now. Oh,
wait,
he
wait,
didn't
wait,
go
hold
pa-
on. I want to say something. I thought it was funny
Oh, okay,
how
go, go.
when it was Mobius and Loki, and then Mobius is like, okay, go warn them, but like start off small, and then he
Oh.
just goes off, starts yelling, and then at the end he's like, none of this matters. I don't know. I thought it was funny. That whole scene was great.
Oh my god.
It was too good.
Yeah, okay.
You know what's so after they like go back and it's like he asked something because he earlier in the episode like when he was talking to Miss Minutes he had like a jet ski magazine and then he asked Mobius about it. I think they're like back in like I don't know if they're back in the cabin. No, they were trying to figure out like where the variant was hiding or something. I don't remember. And or they were walking there and this is like another like theory. So Mobius says that the jet ski magazine is from 1990. So I was thinking like the whole TVA thing doesn't make sense and them just being created by the TVA and like all of them kind of seem to like in like different times or something. And same with like all the equipment being like old and shit. I was like maybe Mobius is from 1990 and he just kind of got there after being like a variant and they just kind of like recruited him too but like kind of like deleted that shit from his brain. So like when somebody is reset maybe they just like go and work for the TVA.
It makes sense why most of them are like numbers.
Yeah.
Instead of actually giving names, they're probably just mind wiped.
Ooh,
Makes a lot of sense actually.
It might be like far-fetched or something, but I just feel like they're all like variants that have just been like reset.
No, because like, how do they just together? Like, how do they work? Like, I know like, someone that the first episode was like the timekeepers made the TVA, but they say they made the people.
So would that mean all of what's it called? I don't know. All of that like society is just like mind wiped variants.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Could be.
Cause they're all given like numbers. It's like B15, C20, like you know, given new identities like in WandaVision.
Bruh.
Exactly.
Or
And it's also like something Loki mentioned something about like free will, and it's like so there's actually no free will except here in like the TVA, and there's like existence is chaos, and um Mobius is like I'd rather not see chaos, and then Loki's kind of like that seems kind of boring, and I was like chaos, maybe like chaos magic,
Oh, the TikTok,
Wanda.
dude. The TikTok you sent, Daisy, when he's
I
like,
know.
Wanda's like basically the biggest threat because like the TVA's biggest threat is chaos, and she's chaos magic, and it's like, well, shit.
bar.
She could literally be their biggest enemy.
Lord. Oh my god. I didn't even think about that. I have to go watch. I don't know. to go watch. But yeah. I don't remember what happened. Oh, after that, I think is they're trying to find the file where there was an apocalypse that to tie them.
You know what took
together
me
or
out?
something?
Oh, yeah,
Before
yeah.
that, the fruit question, the candy question, because he figured out that the candy,
Kablooey candy.
so
No, well, yeah,
you
that's
know
what I was
what's
trying to go to because I was trying to remember what part it was that. What did Loki say? Well, Loki said again. Was it Loki that said this time the little boy and like whatever?
Yeah, he brought it up to him, asking him
yeah,
why he
that's
said
what
it.
he said. And you know what's interesting? At the cathedral last episode, I didn't notice this, but like the subtitles, the church girl is called Young Sophie, which like I'll bring back later. But yeah, I don't know. The fucking candy question, and this
candy.
motherfucker goes, "Yeah, we have grapes and nuts." Like, are you?
Did he say isn't that why you're so bitter or something?
Mhm.
Like, it's like...
Yeah.
And then the whole time I thought the candy was from like earlier, like 19 and something or whatever, just for it to
So,
be from the future,
I
bruh.
know.
so from
You
the
are like,
candy,
I was
hey,
like,
that might be so
huh?
old as candy.
you know, Mobius goes back and is like looking for obviously the candy in there, and then they have to check the files to see like when it matches up in time, when that candy would be like, around, and then they're going, and then they're going through like so many like big events, like so I
No.
was like,
I
Oh,
damn.
no.
know.
It's like 2050.
Dude.
What was the one that what happened in 20? There was something like 20.
I don't know. There
Actually, no,
was a
something weird that
lot.
ended up
There
going
was a
back.
lot of like
There was a
big
lot of stuff.
events.
There's so much that happened in those like 4
I was
years.
like,
I was like,
okay, we need for this to
oh,
happen here.
okay. Good
And then
luck.
they ended up
We're all doomed.
going. What year was it? Wait, actually, was that year 2050?
It
I don't
was
remember what year.
2050, Alabama.
Okay, Alabama, bruh,
Alabama.
having a crazy ass
know-
storm.
A hurricane.
You know what's funny? Like when the mission gets approved, and then Mobius gives him like his blades, and then Hunter fucking takes it. I'm like,
She was like,
bruh.
no. Is it because then
She does
anyways,
not
if they
trust
go
him.
out, he would be able to form his own weapons anyway. So isn't he always like
I
pull out? Like it's
know.
just I was like, what was the reason? But whatever. So they go on their little mission in Alabama, getting fucked up by this hurricane. Like, bruh.
Yeah,
Bro,
good luck, Alabama.
when they
Y'all be
arrive at
easy.
the rock smart, and then they're all like soaked, and then he like switches back into like the dry clothes, and then she's like,
She was like, what
what do you do? I changed. What do
Like-
you mean?
And then, oh my
Oh,
god,
squeaky
and then the
shoes.
rocks cart. Okay, so you know how I
Rocks cart.
remember I was watching, I was like, that name seems familiar. But then at first I was like, okay, maybe I was wrong. Because then I was like, oh no, I think I just saw it in the trailer. But then there is the company in the MCU called Roxxon. I just don't remember what they do. But it was I think Iron Man, it's been shown in the Iron Man movies and something else.
Look it up right now.
I can't remember what the company was, but I was like, I just knew that rock part seemed familiar. And I was like, I've seen this rock somewhere, but I think it's only been shown in the Iron Man movies. It's something else, but I know something else too. I've watched, but I can't remember what it was. It's some company, like I can't remember what the company was or something. It might be tech, or it might be like some other like thing, maybe pharmaceutical.
It's a corporation.
A corporation thing.
Oh, the Roxxon Corporation was a client of Lamont and Sack. Parrish Lamont and his team of lawyers, including interns Matt Murdock and Foggy Nelson.
Oh,
So it's from
Daredevil?
Daredevil, but they were also one of the early funders of Shield. But they also had ties to Hydra as they helped them smuggle weapons in rocks and tankers.
see, okay, that's what
That might be why they were in Iron Man,
to be
the
honest.
smuggle thing.
Damn.
I was trying to, yeah, because I was like trying to think. I was like, I know I've seen the name from. I thought it was just the Roxcart, and I was like, you know what? Maybe it's not anywhere in the MCU, but it was just that it is Roxcart is supposed to be part of Roxxon or whatever. Yeah. Okay.
It might be, honestly. Yeah, then he gets teamed up with Hunter and goes to Mobius. He's like, "You can trust me." And in the meantime, like it zooms out, like the the camera room, and like kind of like a time like starts ticking there.
We see that someone's like watching all the cameras.
And that person like walks away, and then we get Hunter and Loki in the greenhouse. This motherfucker who's like trying to like buy plants because it's a hurricane sale.
They're
I'm
on
like,
sale.
who's gonna buy plants in a hurricane sale? First of all, a hurricane sale?
Why are you the only one here?
I've ever heard in my life.
I know, just
right. And then obviously it turns out he was enchanted, but
oh my god, oh yeah, because what was it? She ended up touching him, and then
he grabs Hunter.
Wait, Loki didn't even notice that she got enchanted, to be honest, until she turned around. And I don't remember what she said. I think she said, "You're Loki" or something.
You know what fucked me up? Yeah, it was like how she was like the better Loki. How he was just like another variant or something. Like, well, like not. It was something. No, wait. She doesn't say that until later, does she? Oh yeah, no, she doesn't until later. Bro, this smiles when they're both like took me out.
Yeah. What was it there? So the whole time she's just talking, right? She's just, I don't know. She wasn't telling him his plan, but like, I don't even remember what she was.
He was stalling.
Yeah, I don't even remember what they were saying. Yeah, I was just stalling basically the whole time. They're walking around, because then then that other like worker shows up to ask them about if they were looking for the shelter, and they possess that worker. And then what was it?
No, wait, before that, we actually cut to
Mobius.
them finding the hostage, like the commander from the beginning, and she's just like,
what is she
like,
repeating?
it's real, over and over.
No, the thing about how before that, like when they walked into the shelter thing or whatever, and like that guy thought that they were like part of the military or something coming to help, bruh, and all that. And
that
then
TVA dude was so aggressive.
Yeah, that was so rude for what? Like,
I know, like, damn.
It's just like, oh, it doesn't matter.
He's like, oh, they're gonna die anyway. Like, and then Mobius is like, not of us, though.
I know, like, what was he so, bruh? All these people are scared and everything.
Like, why not be nice?
He said they should be scared. Like, what is wrong with you?
These people have nothing to do with it.
I know, like, damn.
Exactly.
Oh my god, so rude for what? Okay, then
we go back.
Find her.
Yeah, wait, we go back to that, and then Loki starts to explain like his little plan, and how
he's like
he wants to like recruit.
Well, you know what he says earlier? Earlier he goes, like when she like possesses someone else, he's like, enchantment is a clever trick, which I want to bring up later. So I'm just. Sorry, continue.
But yeah, he's like he's explaining the plan to, what was the name, Randy? Because remember, he calls her Loki, and then
he was like, don't call me that.
Don't call me that.
I was like,
yeah, and she's like, she doesn't want to be called Loki. Yeah.
I was like, why? I was so like, that was literally the moment I was confused. I was like, why were they disgusted about being called Loki? I was so.
And
what should I call you?
Wait, okay,
Randy?
so Loki, explains the plan to Randy, and then it's like, yeah, like I want to overthrow the timekeepers, and then they're like, no, not really interested.
And then that's when Loki was confused. We were like, huh? And then so Loki was trying to get out his like what their plan was or something. And then I think it goes back to Mobius and them trying to get the girl. Figure out what she was saying.
Because you know what she says? She says, I want to go home or something, and then Mobius says, we'll take you home, and then she's like, no, or something. You know what I'm thinking? Like, it, like, feeds to, like, the whole, like, I feel like when she was under, like, mind control or something, or, like, enchanted, or I feel like, she was shown, like, her real home, and I think it's not the TVA. Like again, like the variant theory. So I feel like that like also adds to like the TVA just being a whole ass scam.
Mm.
Uh,
Similar to
Yeah,
how
no, that
Vision,
makes
when
sense.
he did that one thingy on that one person, they saw like their previous life, and
Oh,
then in
on
WandaVision,
I don't remember his name. On Norm,
they
I think was his
yeah, he
name.
got that little
Yeah,
flashback of his actual life, and then switched him back off.
yeah.
I
Stand
feel like that's kind of
parallels.
like the same what happened here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
Um.
what was it? Oh, and then then that's when she starts spilling, saying that she told them where the
Where the
timekeepers,
timekeepers are. Mhm.
like hiding place or whatever, where they are and everything. Which is, I didn't know the TVA agents knew that. To be honest, I didn't. I don't know why I didn't think they would know where that was. I thought it was just gonna be
So
like
they know where
random.
they're at, but they haven't met them.
Oh, okay. That's why I was okay. I
No,
didn't
like
assume
I'm
that they
like
probably didn't know
questioning
where
that.
they
I'm like,
were.
they know where they are, but they
They know
haven't
where the
met them.
TVA is.
No, not the
No,
TVA.
the
Like where the
timekeepers, because
timekeepers are.
they
Like
know
where the
where the
timekeepers
timekeepers
are.
are.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what
yeah,
she
yeah,
said. That she said that they gave the variant, like the location of the timekeepers and all that.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, I didn't even know. Like, I thought for some reason only the person that know that would be like I forgot her name, Renslayer or whatever. The is Renslayer just her
yeah.
last name or is it her full name?
Ravana.
Oh, so
Yeah, no, I think it's her
oh, okay,
last
so
name.
Ravana.
Ravana
Okay, so
Renslayer.
then I thought like for some reason that she would be the only one to know. I didn't know that they all knew where it was.
Yeah, I thought it was like the
But
higher ups that would have
yeah, I
known.
thought that's what I thought it was just gonna be like the higher ups knew where it was or something. And then I think then from there it goes okay, it goes back to Loki, whatever, and no, because now it's the
Randy switched to
that
the
like
big
that
guy,
dude now
and
that's
he's like,
that was
yeah,
finding him.
and he's like, I miss Randy, and then like he's on the floor like the same way he was in Ragnarok, and he's like, I would never treat me like this.
Yeah, I know. And, and then what was it? That dude disappears, whoever was that dude, and it's like a recording. So Loki he said something because then it started being replayed or whatever, like on the
Mhm.
TVs or just like echoing around him and all that or whatever. I don't even remember what it was saying. I just watched the scene too again.
I don't remember either.
I don't remember
Watched
either.
it, but I forgot what it was saying though. Over repeating, and then turn around, you see the shadow in the back or whatever, and
Person's approaching.
I feel like he said something, but then, okay, then she approaches into the light, and what was? I don't know if Loki said something before that though. Like I feel like they said something because then she said, "This isn't about you."
No, the bombing was before, right? Because like the bombing happened with like the big dude still. Like
Mhm.
that's when it started
No,
bombing.
no, it's like no.
Wait,
So
The
the
no.
big
bomb
dude
had just
disappeared,
happened when she
and then
appeared.
the
It was after the like dog
yeah
robots.
the time like the time whatever that little timer thing she had like set off, and then like I think that's like when she appeared because then I feel like it set off after she said it isn't about you,
Mhm.
and then the timer thing
Oh
then the
yeah,
timer
yeah,
thing set off, and then now that's when all the little bombs you see everything start charging and turning on or whatever, all the reset charges turned on and all
Mhm.
that, and then
It opens the
yeah then they just start
portals, and then they like go
yeah they
through.
go into the little portals and all that.
They
I know
go
what they're
on
called.
the
And
I
it
timeline.
wrote it
it was the
down.
reset charges, but I don't remember the portals were
Time
Reset
doors.
called.
They're called time doors.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh,
And then what
I
was it?
wrote it
I
down
thought they
earlier.
were no. I really thought for some reason that they were going to where the timekeepers were. I don't know why.
Mhm.
That's what I was thinking until all of a sudden it goes to TVA, bruh, and all the branches have started appearing.
They're watching the
Oh, I'm
sacred
no
timeline. There's
kidding.
so many.
oh,
The
Bro,
thing is,
all the branches started
it's
appearing.
reaching the red line
The
really, really fast.
Like, I feel like I don't know.
oh, you gonna glitch for me there. I'm sorry. What did you say?
Wait, who glitched?
Both of you.
Oh, bro. No, it's saying how
How-
the branches are reaching the red
Yeah,
line.
the red
quick.
line really, really fast. They're
So
just
quick, but I think it's also
Jesus.
just because of how many. But also,
At
if
a
you
time,
like
yeah.
pause like the screen and look at the locations, it's like it's Asgard, Vormir, Ego,
Titan, New
what
York,
else? There's
Hala.
so
I put it up on the.
See, I was trying
On
to
the
read
screen.
the dates though because I was like, okay, a lot of these dates were way older dates. I was like, okay, it's nothing more recent from when the MCU would have started. But then now I'm still interested.
but also like on
Yeah,
planets,
I'm like, it's
time
honest,
can
and I'm
be
like,
different.
now what is? Wait, what? Sorry, I don't know why I cut off.
The car is also on there. We all already know that like
Mhm.
time is like weird there.
Okay, that's true. Yeah, I don't even know whatever. because then I was trying to read the New York one. Was the New York one? I don't know. I have to go back and look. The New York one said it was something in
It was
2004. I think so,
2004.
like
Yeah.
2004 or something. And I'm like, oh my god, I want to know what. And then see, it's like, okay, the thing I'm confused about, the reset charges would reset, like, would just reset and go back to like whatever was original. So then when you reset the sacred like time, like what the like, can you even reset a reset charge? Like after that happens now, like there's just so much to see how you fix that, but now it makes sense. You have all these timelines that are branching out or whatever.
It's
And it's just
so many, and
I
in so
actually
many
think
like
it might not get
important
fixed.
in so many like important places and shit. What were you saying, Daisy?
I don't think it's gonna get fixed until Doctor Strange.
because I'm just
Maybe.
like
I know it's gonna be fucked.
and then anyways, I don't even know because I'm like the way it's approaching the red
The
line
red line,
so
yeah,
quick,
no.
like
The thing is,
they
that's
like
literally
even
the
have
point of no return. So like, then what?
bro, all the events that everything we know in the MCU is just gone. Like imagine it's like Endgame didn't happen or some shit. Like what? All basically
I don't even want to
really
think
all
about
past
this.
events cease to
Imagine.
exist or something. Like I,
You,
I don't even know.
I think a lot of these too might be like, I don't know. Like I feel like maybe these are like personal things for her too, but I don't
Because I'm
know.
wondering, okay, if it like what happened during that would not like. I'm wondering what would happen in New York in 2004 that would end up changing fucking time so bad. Like I don't know. I'm so oh my god. See, okay, you remember that from the trailer that one like scene that looked exactly like Vormir. Okay, now that
Mhm.
makes sense because
I think they are. Yeah.
when they're in Vormir, well,
But
when
what
people thought it was
year is it?
Natasha,
What
the
year is it
Vormir
gonna
one,
be?
I don't even remember what it said.
I
To be
have it on
honest.
here, but even if I like make it big, it's still really hard to see.
I don't remember what year it said it was. Wait, had one of you guys sent it onto Twitter? I can check really quick.
Yes.
Yeah, it should be in
Okay.
the group chat.
But yeah, I don't even.
I
I'm
put in
like
my
so. I'm really
bookmarks.
interested to know what was happening on. Like, I want to know how much they're
Maybe
gonna
it's gonna be
Vormir
change.
both ones there.
is 2301.
Oh,
Oh, never
damn.
April
mind.
23rd. April
So
23rd.
But then again, time works different. We don't know what time it is on Vormir right now. Like it could be like
Like it, I don't
3000
know.
for all we know at this point.
It's all very weird.
it's just some of the random ass like Cookville, USA.
Like
Fuck,
like
that's
there's
a random
Ego
ass
on
city.
here, Titan. Um
Oh no, the Asgard one is 2004. Oh, I thought that was the
wait,
New York
is
one.
New York on here multiple? Yeah, it is.
Oh, probably no.
I
It
think
might.
New York
I
is
think
on
it's
here
just
multiple
like if
times.
okay, New York was 1947.
And
That's like the.
also, oh yeah,
Was
yeah,
that
yeah.
not around the war? Wait, no, it's not. Never mind. I was gonna say, was that not around World War II? So I was like, cap.
No,
I don't
it's
think
not.
so. To be
No,
honest.
it's not. No.
Imagine if. Oh my god! Imagine if this like was.
Is it?
Okay, so if this all happens, like, what if like the what if show is like, oh, like kind of based off like, oh, what if this stuff was changed? You know that kind of thing or whatever.
Xandar.
Dude, that'd be very interesting.
That's what I would just imagine that. I'm like, okay, well, it's completely different timelines, like in whatever what if it's supposed to be. So, you could just imagine like, oh, if it was not that, like it would be this instead. But I don't know. That was a whole thing. Like, oh shoot, like it's over. Like, how do you come back from that? Like, really? With oh yeah. So you know, multiverse of madness.
So we're seeing Titan.
Because then
It's where Thanos was born. What if they're like, alright,
Um,
Thanos was never born?
I don't know how old is Thanos. That's like 1982 though, so I don't know
You-
what was going on in 1982. I'm tired.
They're like, alright, he was never
think
born. None
Thanos
this
is pretty
none of this
old.
happened. Next.
Yeah.
So yeah, then after that she like makes her escape through one of those time thingies, and like Mobius like comes running for Loki, and Loki just kind of betrays him and jumps in.
Mhm.
But here's what I really want to talk about. So everybody was saying that it's like Lady Loki and shit. I feel like it might be Enchantress for multiple things.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, no,
Go ahead,
that's
Jen.
I
what
don't know
I'm
if you
saying,
can see
that was
this.
a lot. Because okay, no, yeah, so that all leading up to like sort of making it seem like it was. I don't know. It was really just the moment when I think she said that she just didn't like being called Loki. It was so random because I was like, why would you not like being called your own name? Literally, you're like
It's
That was
like
the one
you're all the same
Exactly.
person. So.
Yeah, that was the one thing
It
that
was-
wouldn't make
Yeah.
sense. Then like why she wouldn't want to be called it. And then okay, yeah, the top thing first of all with the blonde hair, because it would not make sense if there's never been a Loki with Loki. Literally is like black hair is his like
Signature.
thing. Like
Yeah.
bruh, like literally like nowhere in comics blonde hair, nothing. Like it wouldn't make sense. And then but then the
Exactly.
Enchantress, I know everyone's talking about a different one. I only knew about the other one that was already from
Yeah.
Asgard. That's the one I knew about. I didn't know about this other one, Sylvie, that everyone was talking
Yeah, there's
about.
two.
Because then I was like,
So like she's like after Amora. Amora
yeah,
swims.
and I was like, because I know like yeah, so Amora's the one that then I knew. So I was like, I knew that one. I know I used to know like Amora. Like I know she was in love with whatever Thor. She's also worked with Loki before. Like do shit, whatever, and all that. But then the one Sylvie everyone is talking about is one where Loki gave her powers apparently or something. Like, is that what it was?
Yeah. So that could also explain why their like temporal aura is exactly the same.
Yeah.
Because at some point, like maybe one of the variants gave her powers. So like that's why they thought they were chasing Loki when in reality they were chasing.
And it makes sense because
Like, obviously
Enchantress's
both-
powers anyway are always similar to Loki's. Like they have been. Like that's why I was like they basically both have the same thing. I like remember like they would they also like learn magic. Well, like it's the one where it's Amora to be honest, but like they learn magic together and everything. Like their powers are basically similar. She wears green and gold too and everything. Like it's all similar. So it just makes sense. And then the blonde hair on top of it like just tops it off. So it's just like
I know, but it's also like wordplays that Loki made. It's when he's like enchantment's a clever trick. It's like enchantment, you know.
It's like they're
like,
hinting
he's not
at
like
these
referring
things.
to his own shit. Yeah, and then like when he's on the floor, he's like, "I would never treat me like this," and it's like, "Is this
like,
not like
yeah.
Loki?" Probably. But same with like the church girl, like it was like subbed as young Sylvie, and Sylvie's obviously like the name of Enchantress, so it's like she like came back to herself or something. Like she wanted to be found or something, you know. But it's just
it's funny to me because it's funny.
I feel like it could be either or.
Sorry, go.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, because I was just saying it's funny to me that in the TVA when it picked up that this person isn't even Loki. To be honest, like it just would just see a variant and then instantly immediately say it's Loki, but not find the origin of where like this variant had come from originally to figure out that oh maybe this isn't Loki or something or isn't a Loki.
I think that's the temporal aura.
Yeah,
Because like
back
every
to
single time they've chased her, like people have died and like
Yeah.
she stole like the recharges. So it's like I think they like I don't think they actually like know who they're facing. They just know the temporal aura is like the same as
resembles
Loki,
Loki's,
and they've
yeah.
already picked up like so many Loki variants.
They're like,
so it's
alright, we'll just go with this Loki.
this is just like another variant.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing is ever as it seems. We've learned that a lot in WandaVision.
Yeah, I think really the end of that episode was like, oh my god, now I'm like really excited for like the next episode because now I'm so interested to see what got messed up. Like,
see where this is all going.
But yeah,
you know what I really like? I like that we're doing the podcast on Friday, because then it's kind of like, all right, like we watched it on Wednesday, and then like now there's only like a few more days. Like it's like a nice little like break in the middle, you know, where like the countdown doesn't feel like it's 7 more days, if that makes sense.
Yeah. But I don't know, now I'm super excited. Like after that, I was just like, I feel like okay, the last episode, like the first episode didn't have that much to like go off on like theories, but like now after this, it's a whole like game changer type of thing. Like, bro, like what is this leading into and everything? But I don't know. And we only have 4 more episodes. I don't even know.
I know.
I'm so excited though.
They need to make these shows way longer. Like I just want 24 episodes.
There's so much that goes into each episode. There's so much to unpack.
Yeah.
That'd be the end. There was no post-credit scene. We should wrap it up.
Yeah.
I'm sad. You know what's funny though? I'm sorry. I know like we need to wrap it up, but the end credit scene. I was rewatching it today, and I just realized that like in the end credits, you can actually see the Infinity Stones being used as fucking paperweights.
I didn't even notice that.
I was like, It's like a little later. I think it's like after Tom Hiddleston's
Oh, one
name.
moment.
Maybe it's like somewhere around there. They're just paperweights. I'm like, no, I didn't want to actually see it too.
Okay, I'm probably
Like
gonna go back to
y'all
rewatch
killed
that
off
episode now.
like some of my favorite characters for this shit.
Yeah, that was exciting. I'm interested to see more. I'm really hoping that it does end up being Enchantress too, to be honest. But
It'd
yeah,
be fun. It'd be more fun
I
than
think just the
Lady.
most thing I'm just
Like Lady Loki would still be
yeah,
fun,
I'm
but
just
yeah.
mostly really excited. Just well, I really anticipated to see the events that are gonna take place.
No.
But yeah, okay. Well, I think so. I don't think we missed anything.
No, I think we did very good on getting the
All right.
main parts of everything. Alright, who wants to do the outro?
You can do it, ma'am. You're hosting.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay, I can do it. If you just...
Alright, please,
I was like-
please, please.
But thank you everyone for tuning in. We will be back Friday, right? Is everyone
Friday.
next Friday? Friday? Still? Okay, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Friday next week to talk about episode 3.
Episode 3.
I feel like there's something we forgot to talk about, to be honest. So I can't think of what it was. Not in the, no,
I have
not
one
in the
thing, but I'll
not
just
in
hold
the
it till
episode
next
though,
week. Yeah.
but just something
Write
Marvel
that down,
related.
write
But I
that
don't
down.
know. I will remember. Probably talk about it next week because I'll have more time next week. But
For sure.
yes, thank you everyone for tuning in. Hope you have a good weekend, and we'll see you next week.